The silence after the last ring, does it echo in your soul too? My thumb hovers over your contact. A million unspoken words hang in the balance. Just the thought of your voice. It's a dangerous kind of hope. What happens in that space between the dial tone and the connection? Everything. If my name flashes across your screen, what story will you choose to tell? This call, it could change everything or nothing at all. The risk is intoxicating. Are you the reason my phone feels heavier today? Sometimes a phone call is a lifeline thrown into a sea of unspoken emotions. The courage it takes to press that call button, it's a battle fought in silence. Will the sound of my voice be a comfort or a ghost from a life you left behind? Every unanswered call is a question hanging in the air, unanswered and heavy. Imagine the conversation that could bloom from a simple hello. Are you brave enough? My current mood, waiting for a notification that could rewrite my day. Is your heart beating a little faster, just knowing I might call? Mine is. This feeling, it's a tangled mess of longing and the fear of rejection. A single ring can hold more emotion than 1,000 text messages. Agree? The untold stories that live in our call history, they haunt me sometimes. If you knew what I was thinking right now, would you answer? Be honest. That moment of deciding whether to call, it's a tightrope walk over a chasm of uncertainty. Some connections are so fragile, a phone call feels like a make or break moment. The anticipation of your voice, it's a melody my heart both craves and dreads. Am I just a contact in your phone, or a memory that still flickers? This urge to call you, it's a fire I can't seem to extinguish. What if the silence on the other end speaks volumes? Are you ready to listen? My thoughts are a whirlwind, and your voice is the only calm I can imagine. That little green button, it holds so much power over my current state. If I dared to bridge the distance with a call, what world would I find on the other side? This feeling of wanting to reach out, it's a persistent whisper I can no longer ignore. Would you recognize my voice after all this time? Would you even want to? Sometimes all it takes is a phone call to shatter the walls we've built. My mind replays imaginary conversations. Will reality ever match the fantasy? The weight of unspoken words grows heavier with each passing moment. Pick up. If this call goes through, will it be the beginning of something new or the echo of the past? This vulnerability of reaching out, it's terrifying and yet somehow necessary. Are you thinking of me too? Maybe the universe is trying to connect us. That familiar ringtone, will it trigger a smile or a sigh? This feeling in my chest, it screams your name, and my fingers itch to dial. What if answering my call is the best mistake you ever make? The space between us feels vast, and a phone call is the only bridge I can think of. If you saw my call, would curiosity win over caution? My current thoughts are a tangled web, and your voice is the only thread I want to follow. That little notification, it could be the start of everything I've been hoping for. Is there a part of you that still hopes to hear from me? I need to know. Sometimes a phone call is a leap of faith into the unknown. Are you my landing? The ghost of your hello still lingers in my memory. Can I bring it back to life? This feeling of needing to talk to you, it's a constant hum beneath the surface. If my call interrupts your day, will you see it as an inconvenience or a sign? The silence is deafening. Your voice could be the only antidote. Am I holding onto a dream that's long gone, or is there still a chance? Pick up. This moment of hesitation before calling, it feels like a lifetime. What if answering this call is the missing piece of your puzzle? My heart races at the thought of your voice on the other end. It's a dangerous thrill. Are you the reason my phone is always within reach? Maybe. Sometimes a simple phone call can unravel the knots of misunderstanding. This longing, it's a constant ache that only your voice can soothe. If you knew how many times I've almost called, would you answer now? The thought of hearing your laughter again, it's a melody I desperately need. Am I a chapter you've closed, or a story you might be willing to revisit? This feeling of wanting to connect, it's a powerful force I can no longer resist. Will you answer? The answer could change everything I thought I knew.